Guys, what if we're the bad guy?
Hello everyone out there. Welcome to the Mechpit chat for the week of, May 18th, 2026. Ironcaster here to settle you into the start of the week. What a week it's been. So I guess I could talk a little bit about. I wasn't here last week. I had some family stuff going on, and well, to touch on that briefly, a bit of a family situation came up. Uh, so so about a week ago, my grandfather, who I live with and help care for, he finally passed away. And I say finally as if that's a positive thing or anything to it. No, um, he passed away after a few years of us caring for him. After he had a fall, he's been get up out of a wheelchair, and it was devastating. It was a devastating loss for the family. Uh, it had happened about a few hours before the show went live. I was in no state whatsoever to do the show. So I guess I should apologize for that absence, but he will be missed. It's been a big part of my life. There were a number of times over the years where I'd be doing the show here, and then from the other side of the room, I could still kind of expect to hear him, yell for me, and then I would have to drop everything I'm doing. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm on a show here with you guys hanging out. The headset goes off. I gotta go run off, take care of him, and part of me kind of expects and keeps expecting to hear him calling about this time of night for help as he gets ready for bed, but I know it's not going to happen. I know he's not going to be here anymore to need my help, and I am going to miss him. So that was my week. Uh, we, it's sort of, it wound up kind of being all consuming this past week. So surprise, surprise, I actually did get a chance to go do something little, Mecha Jason related this week. For anyone out there who doesn't know, and also, hey, Ultra, long time no see, my friend. What's my favorite demon doing out there? I got a chance to go out and see the Gundam Hathaway movie that's in theaters right now. The second part of what should be a three-part series about some events taking place after Char's counterattack. I mean, the plot is pretty well known. Um, we know we know where it's gonna wind up leading. Uh, Actually, I don't even know why I need to have these headphones on right now. I'm sitting here talking to myself. So, the new Gundam Hathaway movie came out, and it's the middle part of a story where we are seeing a bit of ramifications coming out from from Char's counterattack, as Hathaway Noah is basically become full on anti-Federation. Just with the innate corruption of that. Meanwhile, there's a strange woman who's around who seems to be a bit of a good luck charm to those around her. As Hathaway is learning, basically rather than seeking out any kind of therapy, he's gonna try to push that to overthrow and long term defeat the Federation. And it's something I've really sat and thought on and kind of rode with. And while I enjoy it, I wish I could actually see the fucking fights. Everything was all these fights were in the dark, so it was really hard to see and make out any of the combat. I wanted to get excited for brand new Gundams, brand new mobile suits that we were going to get out of this, but it was all shot in the dark. Everything was really fast, snappy editing, so I wasn't able to go ahead and properly enjoy this stuff. I wasn't able to go and like really truly enjoy the look of any new mobile suits, all with all the padding, all the armor. It would have been great to see, would have been great to enjoy, but that's not the case. Um, Plot wise, I was enjoying it. I want to see where it's going. I guess I like it. Yeah, but sort of wound up being a very busy week altogether. Although, why don't we go ahead and invite on someone here real quick? So let me throw these on, and I will get him in stream. Oh, Wild Snacks appears.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Hey, long time no see, man.
I know, right? Yeah. I saw a movie this weekend. It was fun.
Oh yeah, which one did you see?
Oh, it had robots in it, and there was some guy named Hathaway Noah, and it was fun. It was actually really good. I forgot what happened during the first movie, so I watched it on the bus ride down to the movie theater, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is
Oh,
I forgot how good the first movie was. I think I didn't like it at first. I was like, I didn't not like it and hate it, but I was like, yeah. But then I watched it again, and I'm like, oh wait, this movie's actually pretty fire.
it's a bit of a slow burn. Like it's not like a uber action film. Like you're not gonna be expecting like some '80s stuff going on. It's a bit of a subtle burn. We've got the dealings and plannings of battles that we know are going to be coming.
Yep. Yep. And a whole bunch of different like crazy factions, and they're like terrorists, but they're not really terrorists, but they are. I don't know, it's very confusing, but it makes sense. Mafti is yeah, yeah. They're crazy. They're crazy.
I
And
really started to like those characters.
yeah, what's her name? Gigi is she's like diet Lala, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, I only say she's diet because I haven't seen her like in a mobile suit yet. But other than that, she's on the level of Lala when it comes to her new type abilities.
And I think that is an interesting take that they've brought in. Presumably she is a new type who we don't see involved in mobile suits. So there is
She's a common person who end up doing uncommon things. Obviously, kind of getting thrusted into it. But yeah, she's I don't want to say non-combatant, but she's a non-combatant and a new type, kind of like how Lala was originally, until she got into the Elspeth. But yeah, there's like a whole love dynamic, like mixed feelings and stuff like that, and how Hathaway still can't still can't let go of quests. But
I
don't want to
to
spoil the rest of the movie, though, because the second movie, which, let's be honest, it didn't end. It's like, oh no, do I have to wait another 5 years? Hopefully not.
That's the worst part. That we're gonna have to be waiting who knows how long. Like I think realistically it'll be 2030 before we see the next the finale of this. And it sucks because you can see what they're setting things up that, you know?
You know what? I think honestly, I think they started this in before COVID. And then they kind of like slowly got it together at 2021, right? And then they had like a whole bunch of other stuff like coming out because we had Witch from Mercury, we had what else? The G-Quacks and all that other stuff. And then so Sunrise and Namco, Bandai Namco is were kind of had their sights slightly skewed. You know what I mean? Hopefully they come out with the next installments quicker. But there's just me fingers crossed because I actually want to see what happens. You know,
I was getting really invested in what was going on with Noah as it kept going on. Like I wanted to see where this is going. I wanted to see how we were going to develop from there because we know, thanks to the novels already existing, that there is going to be some sort of build up in the next movie with some sort of meeting and confrontation involving his father, Mr. Slap Happy Bright Noah, which I'll be honest, I was not expecting.
He got called up. He's like a week out of retirement or something like that. Like he's on the end. He's on the twilight of his military career, but he's getting called to Earth. He's like, oh, I got called to Earth. All right, like, and then Miro is like, oh, you might be able to meet up with Hathaway. He's like, yeah, you know what? After I'm done this, I'll meet the Hathaway. I'll see how he's doing.
Totally not any foreshadowing going on there whatsoever.
I know, right? Oh, but yeah, we only get like that. Like, I don't want to say it's a cameo, but it's like hey, here's Bright, and Captain Bright is headed towards Earth now, and he's gonna be in the next movie, supposedly. Oh man, but
even that use the ending theme for it, "Sweet Child of Mine," it hit just right. As
yeah,
with Hathaway and Gigi.
I mean, it's got all the stuff I want to see. It's got really cool battle scene at the end, like the inside cockpit scenes were like insane with all the freaking warnings and stuff like that. It was like intense. I was like, oh, this is good. This is good action right here.
I started getting excited when we started seeing the little snippets and hintings of the actual new mobile suits. Like, hey, what are the kits we're going to be getting? And real quick, we also have a Punkwaddle joining in, but I was super excited because we saw those little flybys in the night. I'm like, oh, they're teasing us with all the rockets in the back of the new Gundam.
Yeah.
The Azala, I think this is called. The Alazeus.
Oh, that's Alazeus. Okay.
This is like I've heard people ask, what would you call this? Wrong answers only, and I would call this the robot chicken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because the chicken, the space chicken, was for the Hathaway's Flash, but this one looks like just a DACA chicken.
This is a much better representation of it because, look, it's like, holy crap! I want to build this thing. I want all the shit on it. I want the little the SciComm bits, the funnels.
What about High New Chicken?
Actually, if anything, in some regards, it was reminding me of like a dragon or like a kite flying through the sky with the way it's designed.
Yeah, I can understand that. Kind of Epion-esque.
No, when it's in flight mode, it definitely does. I'm still just the feet.
Very much so, yeah.
But yeah.
Although it isn't obvious, but then you realize it's built around a new Gundam.
Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
It is literally just power armor.
Oh, is this okay? So this is this the basic unit, everybody unit, the generic new Gundam unit that they kind of were showing a while back?
It could have been.
I saw somebody do a custom version of this one because they knew it was coming up or something.
Yeah. Well, during the movie, I saw like part of the armor fell, and there was like an inner frame in there. I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it looked great, but again, my biggest complaint was because they were doing it as like a nighttime battle, or like just before sunrise, you couldn't see shit. So it was like, oh, I would love to get better details on this thing, and by the time there was enough light, like the majority of the battle was already done.
I mean,
yeah, that's intentional.
I kind of understood it, and I didn't really care too much for like not being able to see too much, because I understood, like, because most of the battle scenes that you see everything inside the cockpit, so
Well, and I haven't seen this one yet, but I remember when initially the first battle was also a night battle or dusk battle where it was really, really hard to see things. And if I didn't know the messer and the colors, I wouldn't even realize that was being shown off there.
Though at the very least, we did get some good shots of Noah's Gundam, the G.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Also, the dialogue in some of these the scenes and whatnot is hilarious.
Okay.
Freaking the one scene where Gigi and the flight attendant were sitting at the captain's secretary's the lobby. that scene was hilarious. But
you had the mechanic chick who just went topless, like, fuck you guys. I'm not playing by your prudish rules.
Hey, how about you put a shirt on to protect your nice tits?
Like, well, how about?
I heard that. I was like, oh my god.
Hey buddy, fuck you, and then she just like drops the top. She's like, how come guys get to go topless?
Oh, I know, so we're getting some of this chatter. Is this full frontal Gundam?
It was, yeah. She had like just like overalls on, right? And she pops down and she unlatches her top off and just goes straight tits out on the thing. I mean, you don't get to see it, but like the boys, the characters do, and they're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you got some side boob, and that was about it. Which, don't get me wrong, was very nice. But
very nice side boob. Yep.
Yeah. It was a nice little healthy surprise coming into the film. I was not expecting in a Gundam movie.
Well, I mean, full frontal is Char, right?
Oh, good point. We're not allowed to have full frontal because this isn't Unicorn.
I mean, they'd have to be red boobs, and then have to be. Oh, never mind. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. And oh shoot, what was the splinter group? What were they called again? I forgot it. The fake mafia.
Shoot. Oh, it was they basically teamed up with Che Guerrera. The whole time I was watching, I'm like, oh, this is Che Guerrera, and we're gonna go we have to team up with him, and he's gonna be like he's gonna be the distraction.
I don't know if he's communist and war criminal Che Guerrera, but we'll see. We'll see how that is. Oh, some of the war crimes though. Holy crap! I forgot.
No, they're just hippies riding around motorcycles in Venezuela or something.
No, even the petties are doing some crazy war crime stuff. And I was just like, oh, yeah. This is one of those Gundam stories where the petties are assholes. Yep.
So what justifies what?
Yeah.
So there were a few other things I did enjoy with it. For example, seeing them using a bunch of the debris from the colony drop still to this day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, when the Federation takes prisoners of war or suspected terrorists and crushes them via literally crushing them in the mobile suit hand.
Yeah,
that's not good. And then so they end up sending that to like a television station in space, and oh my god, that tanked public perception of the Federation more
I'm
than it
sure.
has been. But
Yeah,
obviously, they're gonna run a spin campaign, propaganda.
sure. Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
It was interesting there because all this is going on, and you still have like the Neo Zeon stuff that's still around to some degree, but is not even acknowledged or brought up at all during this. Like that's a totally other faction. That's a totally separate faction that is doing stuff in the universe, but has no bearing on this story, so it doesn't come up.
And this is because this is Hathaway. This is Mafty.
Like I said, I'm saying Neon did nothing wrong. I'm saying Earth deserved.
I'm saying old Pumpkinhead might have done something wrong.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Xeon won in G-Quacks, and everyone's happy in that universe, right? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, but they're happy.
Yeah. All in all, we are eating good right now with the Universal Century love because it is the one timeline that's actually going forward.
Yeah. That's that is the timeline. You know what I mean? It is like
that's Amuro's timeline.
Yeah. It's like
although I say this,
Marvel has like a whole bunch of used timelines and whatnot, but what's like the main one is like the
616.
Yeah, 616.
Earth, whatever.
Like, it's like Universal Century essentially is that.
Although I say this, and yet there was news about a new Gundam Seed movie coming out that's acting like something of a prequel.
Oh,
a Gundam sequel.
If the Gundam, the Gunpla Gundam in the sequel are like super better than the Freedom, then you'll know that they oopsed it.
So I guess essentially to touch on this topic. There was a story that came out a couple of days ago that said that we are getting Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero, which is going to be theatrically released, acting as a prequel to the Seed Freedom movie that came out in 2024. Which means until that comes out, we're basically not going to be able to go forward with any of the Noah stuff. So basically, don't expect any news about that until after the Seed Freedom movie likely comes out. So I would guess probably 2028 will be.
If we don't have to wait 5 or 6 years for another Hathaway, the last part of the trilogy, I'll be happy, right?
Yeah, that's true. And you're right. Seed Freedom, that movie did come out like between. That was just another thing that Bandai and Sunrise had to get done. Oh.
And then you also think on top of that, we also have whatever's going on with this live action thing that they likely also have to oversee. It's like, we are going to be waiting quite a while for that finale, which sucks because this was a great build up, and I need to see if actually did the first one ever get a physical release? I gotta look this up. Yeah, apparently yes. Copies go for like $50.
Copy of what?
Copies of the 4K for Gundam Hathaway.
Dang.
But this is also like a Japanese version, so I'm guessing this is an import. Yep, it's an import from. Yep, an import from Japan.
Okay.
If I ordered it today, I would not get it until June.
Yeah, I was like, an import? Okay, that explains because the shipping's gonna. Most of the pricing is half of the pricing is shipping, so it makes sense for 50.
I love to be more excited for it. Whew.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, how have you guys been doing? What's been new in your worlds?
Oh, pretty good. Gator's ship is built and painted for the most part. A little bit of final touchings and weathering, and his space adventures should be coming around in a couple weeks from now. So,
nice.
yeah, maybe he'll hire some crewmates. Maybe Charlie B might wanna join the crew.
I think we make that happen.
We've already pressed Punkwaddle, and he just doesn't know.
I'm just curious what assignment you'll give me on the ship.
Oh, you be first penguin.
It's appropriate.
Yep. Very coveted position. Yep.
How many other penguins you know?
Yep. That and the puppet. Fixing the puppets, and finally got the eyes on Chulo Monster on. So he's got the googly eyes back. Yep. Now I just gotta figure out how to attach a bandana on a puppet that has no forehead.
Well, you could get the stapler out.
No, I gotta make it look like he's got a forehead, even though he doesn't have a forehead. Oh, I don't know.
You can get the stapler, but we shouldn't jump to conclusions.
No, get the stapler.
I've been playing some video games. I have not gotten as far into Neverness to Everness as I wanted to be.
No.
I need to work on the tycoon stuff. There's that beat master, whatever, that rhythm boss that I haven't been able to quite figure out yet.
Yeah, he's yeah, you have to like it's like any of those rhythm game thingies, right? You gotta dodge and all that stuff. It's a little annoying.
But then it's figuring out.
You still have to watch out for when he attacks you and all that stuff. And it's annoying.
How to restart the rhythm thing and just do that, and I don't know.
Yeah, I finally
it kills me.
I cleared the board with all the anomaly on the map. So
okay.
Yeah. So now I just gotta just grab the stuff from it's a little crazy, but the pink heist though, that's fun. That is really fun.
That's why I need to get my tick. I can't do that until I get the Beatmaster.
I think you have to go to level 10 on the tycoon. So
I'm just
once you get to there, man, we should totally hook up and freaking rob together because it'd be a lot easier.
I got Hitori, so I can stop time. So
yeah.
Anyway, enough of that talk. But I've been, like I said, playing games. I want to say that I know we've kind of been addressing it, acknowledging it, for the first 20 minutes of shows, because the drama has been going on for 2 months now, and it's affecting every channel ever, right? And so we do have to talk about the origins for a minute occasionally, but then we move on. I've almost.
What are we talking about?
What are the oranges for? Well, it's 1:15 something, and I don't think we need this now.
It is. I am actually really impressed with how long this drama has managed to go on and maintain some semblance of attention.
Everyone is trying to grift on it too. It's hilarious.
This is the this is the beautiful thing. Sorry to interrupt, but like,
Oh, you're good.
I've been lurking in lurk mode a little bit more lately, and kind of watching and putting pieces together. And I have an old coworker that also enjoys this sort of, the streamer wars, as people have said. So, like, here's the thing: the gradients. Their first was the first month where it's just calling out people, drama, blah blah blah. Getting drunk, tweeting things out, deleting it. Okay, people can call you out at this point. People don't get quote canceled the way they used to. If they're getting quote canceled, people call them out, and a week or two later, they're back to doing their things. The people who like them. The people who don't. The end. But the escalation of each week or two, there's somebody else involved, and like Snacks was saying, there's different people grifting on people having to comment, people live streaming. They're, when Camelot pulled in Sydney Watson to have the exclusive interview where she only revealed so much stuff because there's probably personal stuff she doesn't want to talk about, which is fair. And she doesn't know the internet everything either. And then Camelot says things that he has to apologize and backtrack because the way he said it sounded like he had factual information. And so, like, you have people in all the different chats running, and then Melanie Mack is going on different places, and Chrissy Meyer now is the newest thing that's affected the first 20 minutes of FN.
Honestly, I don't think Chrissy did really anything, and everyone's all, "Well, that's the problem." I'm like,
no. Yeah, I hear you. Well, and I don't disagree with what you're saying necessarily. What I'm saying is, like, it's the butterfly effect. It's the ripple. Like, people keep talking about it. And because people keep talking about it, you have, like, side scrollers. You have, our friend Ray over there. You have all these different people that are commenting and trying to grift on, well, what are the oranges for, right? And they're just being silly and goofy and writing that step of the algorithm. We're past the orange section of the algorithm, per se. Now, oranges in the chat seem very relevant. We're still getting oranges in the chats. Not in ours, thankfully. But it's just, this is, like, people are now super chatting, like, Timcast IRL. People are super chatting other channels that don't care. And then people are clipping, like, the clip channels are great because the clip channels are clipping that somebody super chatted something. So now it's all these other channels are getting involved because people are involving them. And it's going to
interject real quick with this. Please. I'm glad Quartering Jeremy didn't get involved with the Cotton Council guys, because holy smokes, we would probably get freaking some kind of heat as well. Just because I feel like everything he's been touching is starting to get this weird drama infection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's become a case where basically he got the poo touch, and anything he's been involved with has been tainted by it.
Exactly. Words right out of my stink hole.
And if he had talked about how many times he shit his pants in Walmart, it probably wouldn't have gotten to this lolcow status.
He did say that. He did. Oh, Lord.
Right. So, and the other thing is, I'm glad none of the Cotton Council too, but you know who unfortunately was on the Simpcast last night?
Who was that?
Who's the puppet? I'm blanking on his name.
Chulo?
Is it?
No,
Edgar?
Edgar was on Simpcast last night and had no idea, I don't think, what was going on.
He doesn't know who... I think he knows who Jeremy is because Jeremy's such a freaking big-ass YouTuber, political bulldog, but he doesn't care about that. He's more like owning the libtards in DC. That's usually what he does.
I know, but because now he's on this and reacting to that, he may or may not get caught in the cross. Well, I'm just saying he might get caught in the crossfire because he was on Chrissy Mayer the week after everything exploded and there were so many oranges in the chat. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm glad it wasn't one of us, but still, said,
I like that little shitty puppet.
I like him too. I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just am happy that I am not the most bland, boring person around who looks like they should be ready for bed, who happens to also own a coffee company. Oh, hey guys, let me get up and tell you about Coffee Brand Coffee. It is the most exciting thing that's gonna wake you up in the morning. I mean, I certain
And
no,
well,
get woke up broke. Uh-huh.
this is the best thing about the internet, though, right? And now there is the whole thing about getting, channels false flagging, reporting channels just because you don't like them. That's obviously a thing.
I mean, I like to like check out some of the things,
Yeah.
Just even if I think like the thing is a scam, I'll like do a little I do that with I see so many like ads on like Facebook and Instagram and sometimes even Twitter. Not so much on Twitter, but and it's just like, I wonder what this is. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's some drop ship bullshit, you know what I mean? Or it's it's like freaking, they're trying to push some freaking like mass product and like sell you a story, even though it's like 10 cents to produce. They're gonna be like, they're like, hey, I'll give it. This is valued at $1,000, but you can have it for only $100. That's like 10. You know what I mean? And it's all that crazy crap. When it's I did look at the Coffee Brand Coffee or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I'm like, literally I could get the same grade as bullshit cheaper at Walmart.
Yeah. And there's so many there's too much on the internet. So most people will just take it at face value, be like, I'm interested, or there's something off. I'm just not going to bother, right? And you usually leave it at that. But the junior high internet politics of, he said I have a stinky poopy breath, right? Well, do you have stinky poopy breath? And everybody asked.
I do eat ass, so yeah.
He super chatted that you have stinky poopy breath, so everybody in the chat's gonna say like, "Oh, do you have stinky poopy breath?" And then he's gonna like, "Stop saying that. That's mean." And then they're just gonna like, the more you react to it, the more people are gonna dig and press, right? It's like, Jolly pretends like he doesn't like horses, but they make him money.
No, what are you talking about? Jolly absolutely loves the horse. That's his favorite bit, guys.
He's got. Yeah, I see him at the races all the time. Dressed as one of the stands for his favorite Uma gold ship. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And he's gold shipping. Yeah.
Ultra. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I actually did get a couple new books in the mail recently. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some stuff off the shelf just so I can do a little showcase of some hobby stuff that's been happening in the last couple weeks.
We'll wrap up this quarter pounder and get on to something else.
We'll wrap it up like a quarter pounder and cheese.
Yeah. lots of cheese. It's funny. Like, and this is what I was saying. Like, it's made me think about possibly coming out of hibernation and actually maybe doing videos, not about the drama, but more of there's a lot of human nature and a lot of just the ugly sides, the curious sides, just rhythm of pacing of side of people.
Yeah, case studies of society and internet sociology.
Like exactly. And this is the stuff I quite enjoy, but but I would do it in a way that doesn't harp on all the algorithms, so but nobody would know I was there.
Probably. I know you have to play some friggin'. You have to script out some crazy magic stuff for the algorithm to actually like push you.
It's just so fun it's so interesting when people get caught up in a frenzy, and then the stock market of algorithms, right? What's the keywords? What's phrases? All of a sudden, it's perpetuating this thing, and it's this self regulating not governing, but self-perpetuating machine. Like, it's feeding off its own energy because enough people are getting ramped up and enough new people are buying into it. And just when you're like, okay, maybe we've chilled out. No, people just got exhausted for a day. They went out and touched grass, and then they came back ready to do another week of it. But Ironcaster, tell us, when you're not touching grass, what are you playing?
Well, I'm happy you asked, because I do have some stuff to show off, and I do have one or two, actually, mech-related things to show off here for you guys.
Awesome.
So, I may have splurged a bit, and apparently decided I'm starting yet another Warhammer army. And before I knew it, like, Imperial Knights wound up being that army of choice.
I'm not mad about that choice.
All right, so just to blow myself up, right now I've kind of got this one in pieces so I can take them apart and kind of do some separate painting. But the thing I'm really proud of that I managed to get figured out yesterday, magnetizing the models.
Awesome.
So I decided, well, yes, I want to have two of these. And I want to go double on the flamethrowers, or I want to have them go into melee and chainsaw.
I've thought about that. I've seen people do that on like Gundam and stuff, and done some really cool stuff. But I mean, that's perfect for Warhammer type minis.
Oh, especially at the price. Like now, he's ready for long distance fighting.
Yeah, you can literally have loadouts for like mini battles and quick.
Much, yeah.
Second. There's an RPG I backed on some time back. I haven't had a chance to really flip through this yet, but I did just get in the mail Aether Nexus, which is a fantasy mecha RPG.
Oh, it looks cool.
Didn't you mention that like a couple months ago?
I think you did.
I might have. I'll be honest, I don't remember. Like, the last couple weeks have been so crazy. I barely remember what I may or may not have shown off on the show.
Yeah, it was a while ago, though. It was a while ago. I feel like that was the one. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, nice.
It's what I got to delve into. Showed it off to a couple friends who were so excited for this that they went and bought themselves a copy. So, who knows? We might be getting to do some of that soon.
Heck yeah.
And then, this one, I know I haven't shown off yet. But this is not mech related, but it is going to be just as crazy. And it's going to be a perfect one for our sort of gang of people. I got Hell of a Town.
Nice. Oh, is that like a devilish Betty Boop?
Yes, this is essentially just like a 1930s toon RPG where you use a deck of cards to help to determine your results.
Oh, very neat.
And the art was really the thing that sold this for me.
Yes.
That's like a Hellcat, huh? Get it?
That seems like I've seen that villainous character in like 20 different cartoons from the 50s and 60s.
Oh, there we have some more modern characters in there as well.
Oh, nice. And what about like what are in DuckTales the pigs, Ma and her boys, like those would be perfect if we didn't see those already.
The gist I was sort of understanding is this. I think this might have been in the process of being made before that Hell of a Boss TV show came into creation.
Okay.
But you can clearly see where the inspiration for this is inspired by things such as Cuphead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the aesthetic is there. It looks just fun. And then you could get into character,
And there are a number of there are quote unquote races you could play as. But suffice to say, it is basically just the zany RPG. Hell of a Town is one of the city secret neighborhoods of New York City. hidden somewhere between Little Italy and the Bowery. Its citizens, actual living cartoon characters. It's an oasis of rubbery, hyper-saturated anarchy where you can be anyone you choose to be and do anything you choose to do. It uses a super simple, quick-to-pick-up card-based system, which can be learned in 5 minutes. It was designed for both experienced players and complete newcomers to role-playing games, and to reward cartoon logic, physics, and folly.
So this is like Roger Rabbit, Monkey Bone.
Yes. It is all of that seemingly
that...
kind of slapped together.
I mean, that just sounds fun. And like you said, it's simple rules to kind of let you get into it. That sounds really fun.
We've got about at least 7 quote-unquote races of, toons. Mm-hmm. So think back to all those, 30s and 40s cartoons where virtually anything at all could be a race in of itself. There were, of course, some of those Merry Melodies cartoons where, it was sentient food and candies and instruments.
Speaking of sentient food, it sounds like Snacks is going on a permanent snack run.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. I gotta snooze out because I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. So it's almost 10 now. So, all right, guys. All right, I'm gonna hit the eject.
Yep. Okay. You take care there, my friend, and thank you for dropping by as always.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always great to talk with you guys.
Finish that bag of crisps.
Yeah.
And then there were 2. I'm just kind of flipping through a little bit. There is actually on the next page, the mad scientist Mick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I see what we're going with here.
Mm-hmm. Can I say no Rick and Morty's? No Rick and Morty's?
You can.
Hmm?
You can indeed.
Unless it's Pickle Rick, I say no. I say they're too advanced.
Nay.
I can whip and nay.
So yeah, this is one I'm gonna probably delve into here in the next few weeks. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun because every now and then you want to try something different. You don't want to just roll the same old set of dice. Why not grab a deck of cards and try to come up with a two-hand? I believe it's you have a hand of cards, mm-hmm. and you can use any 2 cards to say try to meet a difficulty challenge.
Okay.
Or basically, you get to. I believe, and I will have to look through it.
Is this maybe it's like 20 D20 sort of rules or?
Well, that's the thing. You're not, as far as I know and can tell from it, you're not using dice at all. You have a stat number for your ability, plus you play 1 card from your hand. So you're combining, say, the 9 of clubs with a 4 in your ability to give you a 13.
Right.
That's beat the.
Okay. Well, you said 2. When you said 2 cards, my brain went to blackjack, which is 20-21, i.e., that kind of point system. But I hear what you're saying now. That's why I was using that scale for the equivalency of a dice. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably not that far off. Yeah. I think maybe more like a D12 might be the better comparison.
Mm-hmm. Now we're back again. They actually, I think D12 just came out with a new song on YouTube in the last week or 2. New video. You know what I'm talking about? The hip hop group featuring Exhibit and Eminem was in one of their first videos back in 25 years ago.
Huh. Sorry, I just over out of the corner of my eye I saw something just kind of pop up that I think is kind of interesting.
Apparently they disbanded for a while, but they're back together.
Apparently, the animation software they use that Studio Ghibli uses called OpenTunes. It's been open source over on GitHub for some time.
Okay.
So you can apparently just download the code from GitHub and just you're off to the races with the software. So anyone could theoretically basically do Ghibli level, use the very same tools Ghibli uses for making their stuff.
That's really cool.
So Punkwaddle, what's been going on?
Oh, not too much. It's starting to get a little more balmy. We had the April showers and May bit of rains too. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, some make fun of me, but the Fortnite community, I play Fortnite, right? So this last season has been interesting. Last few months, they fired like 1,000 employees, and some of them were some of the OG ones, some of the ones who had really developed some of the movement and some of the storylines that had been kind of big for a while. So that was a concern. Then they shifted some of the pricing of in-game currency, and their passes aren't giving as many rewards for in-game currency, which is a little concern. Then they recently so Fortnite, Disney put in like 1.4, 1.5 billion to Epic, right? I want to say about almost 2 years ago now. Year and a half to 2 years ago, to develop their own like in-world Fortnite stuff. And then you've seen more Marvel collabs. I mean, Fortnite's been doing a lot of collabs in general, but more Fortnite, more Marvel, more Disney characters, right? And Disney even said certain characters aren't going to have guns. The current Battle Pass has Bugs Bunny from a Bugs Bunny version, and they also have a Space Jam version, right, with the jersey. So like they're and Daffy Duck and Luna Bunny were also in there in the shop. But all that to be said is then the Rock came back as the foundation. Right after they were saying they need to figure out how to pay the bills, and then it's like, well, I'm sure the Rock's contract is a lot of money, right? And then you're changing the stuff in game. But then the biggest thing is Brent, exactly. But the biggest thing is they just out of the blue, they've been talking about collabs and different stuff, and people had been hearing that that Overwatch was going to come to Fortnite, and they said that maybe it was going to be a Battle Pass game and maybe this, but the third act of their quote rivalry of the season, so the update happened Thursday, and it wasn't like till Wednesday sometime that they announced the actual like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah.
See here, I thought it was Geode from the High Republic.
I think that would also be good, the face of Fortnite, but like collab crazy. But the point I'm getting at is there had been people thought that they were going to do a boys collab because they were saying it was redacted. They were doing hush hush. Within 24 hours of the drop, it was the Overwatch collab, right? So the Overwatch collab, out of nowhere, they drop, okay, we're bringing in, Tracer, Diva, Mercy, and whatever, some dude, right? And they're bringing in mythics like they do, but they also, here's the big thing. They added first-person weapons to the third-person game, and even though they had a ballistic mode that was a first-person shooter that they're getting rid of because nobody played it, like the collab has broken the game, right? So with the tracer guns and the first-person things, people have figured out glitches that let them fly like unlimited mobility all around, like just jumping, hopping, and gliding with different bugs and different weapons. And they keep saying like all weekend long, talking like, oh, we're going to disable this, so we fixed it. We disabled this, and we fixed it. And then people are like, nope, the glitch still works. And then Oh, also, I will say this. A few weeks back, they're like, some of the bug tickets, we just, after a while, we just don't worry about it. We're just focused on new stuff. We're not worried about fixing the old stuff. We're going forward. It's an ever moving game, right? So, and people are like, that doesn't sound good, right? So then you have the usual bugs that you get from a new patch, all these glitches that are basically right after they're coming out with this weekend was also the cash cup, right? So you have cash on the line with all these glitches that are being exploited by people and learning as you go, and they're figuring out how to disable things so people don't cheat and for money. And then they come out with on I think it was Saturday. Okay, these glitches are being exploited. We're trying to work on them, but if you see somebody, report them so we can ban them. Like, so you're asking the Fortnite community to self-police while you can't get your crap together, and you don't want to pull out the first-person shooter tracer because those are the collab with Overwatch, right? And they're putting out a new tweet commercial post like every 6 hours about Overwatch, and apparently Fortnite's X page has Overwatch banner instead of Fortnite. So it's like, and they're also announcing that they're gonna put in Disney Plus with the Crew Pass starting in June. So my point is, like, it's not a great day for some of the gaming stuff. Also, what who fired people in the West? Trying to remember. Some California devs or whatever were dropped for some. Was it? Oh, crap.
No, I haven't no idea about that.
Okay. Anyway,
so,
what point? Sorry. Yeah. The point I'm saying is, like, the game that other games have wanted to be like, it's so lost its own identity that it's thinking collabs is gonna save it, and it's kind of sad. And I'm curious what's next for, I don't know, what's the next meta for the gaming world, right?
Well, and I do actually have a topic that is related to this, and okay. I'm glad you did bring up Fortnite.
Because I've been talking for like 5 minutes, so I'll shut up for a second.
So, you know how everyone for a while there was trying to copy and try to chase Fortnite as the big like live service game that has everyone's attention, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
That is still going on to this day, and you would be surprised not at all to hear that that is coming to other forms of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And why do I bring all this up? Well, because that's kind of the route that Dungeons and Dragons is planning to go.
Oh, really?
And this is actually something we've been seeing for a bit. So Hasbro, also who owns Dungeons and Dragons and not Teenage Mutant Turtles, they happen to also own like G.I. Joe, Transformers, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Nerf guns. All of these things are all under them, but they also own Magic the Gathering, and they own D&D.
Yep.
Magic has very successfully managed to do the Fortnite-ification as they've done their Universes Beyond sets. We've gotten a Final Fantasy set. We've gotten, what else? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just came out. We've got Marvel sets. We've got Star Trek coming up here later this year.
Mm-hmm.
It has been very successful to the point that in many cases, these are some of the most successful sets that have released. Like, there was stories about, I think, Jake Paul buying, or someone was buying one of the Lord of the Rings, the One Ring, like, one of one, like, Uber chase card. And it was sold for like $1 million, something like this.
Yeah, okay.
And they've been trying to really push D&D into the same sort of live service approach to make D&D into a live service brand, which at the end of the day, it doesn't work that way.
D&D, the homegrown, the home table, like playing with your friends, the whole point was being offline and disconnected in your own little world, right?
And there are ways where you can support that online.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are very successful, popular virtual tabletops. Roll20, for example, is the most prominent one, who I believe is now finding a way to give you an ability to print off your character sheets.
Cool.
Which shows that there is a demand. There's a growing demand for the offline.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, most people who are playing, it's basically just one or two people are buying the books, and everyone else is sharing them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm certainly the one who's been buying the books. I've got shelves full of them.
Yeah.
And they want to try to push it into this online space where they can try to basically get people to presumably sign up for an online subscription service where you can, sign up and get presumably the Sonic the Hedgehog race as a D&D race you could bring in, ignoring the fact that people are just gonna come up with PDFs that have all this stuff, and it's gonna get shared around for free.
Yep. But if you have an officially licensed version through an officially licensed account like World of Warcraft, right? And then if you want to play online in this service, in this game, to get this cosmetic, and you want to play with your friends online, then you have to get the battle pass. And then if you play enough, then you can get the 100 level tier, the bonus tiers. Like, oh, you did your daily quest, it's going to be like a gotcha. You did your dailies and you did all your stuff for like a month and a half, and now you get this really, really cool dragon pet.
Well, the problem with doing D&D and a battle pass idea, I'm entirely like that. Which, don't get me wrong, I think you are kind of on the money for the idea in general.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work, but yeah, go ahead.
But literally, the meme is, it is so fucking hard to schedule a game to get together with people.
So this would be almost like you really, really couldn't do in an online game like this. You would have a single player where you could team up and you could do quests together, but it would be more of a your own world, their own world. You can collab together and have a certain thing where different ranks can come and help you do different things in your world or their world, and they can get rewards based on certain aspects, right? But this wouldn't be sitting down doing tabletop together with each other. It would disconnect you if you actually to do the pay scale model that it looks like they want to do, right? Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, realistically, it's they want people to sign up for every month, and then they'll probably piecemeal stuff out. If you sign up for basically do the Patreon sort of thing, where if you sign up, you get X, Y, and Z classes or subclasses this month.
Yeah,
and that way they can get that sort of a recurring subscription model going again that did work for a time. It's just right now D&D is on a really, really rough spot. Because this is a whole other space that you're not. I'm pretty sure you're not as into. I'm probably right on.
I've had friends who've dabbled, but I'm not actively in the space now.
So, so the challenge is, how do they get people to keep signing up? They want to have some sort of metrics that show that there's an active player base that's signed up for a service. They need to keep people engaged to keep a subscription going.
Yeah.
Which means what they want to do ultimately is get people to blindly sign up like it's your Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
Or like PlayStation Plus, which, by the way, in case you didn't hear, just announced price increases for PSN.
Yep. I did.
Unless, of course, the thing is about that, you will not feel the price increase unless you cancel your subscription and then try to resubscribe. Then you get the price increase. So, what I would expect is, they would probably just wind up having people, and some similar effects. That, if you stay subscribed, you get access to all these subclasses that we devised and we put out there. However, if you cancel your subscription, you lose access to them. So your games. And you can use these with all the players in your group. Just put this code into our own proprietary game, our own proprietary virtual tabletop. That way, you can give access to your books to up to, say, 2 tables worth of people.
So I'm just listening here. So, like, what you're saying is you don't think there's going to be a free to play option at all to this game as a service to work.
Well, I sort of started theory crafting on what they could do, but
yeah,
the reality is D&D and tabletop role-playing games just have lost a lot of that bite in the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, really.
Okay.
We've seen there's been a number of the D&D tubers that have all just up and quit. Like, it seems like people don't want to talk about D&D. They don't want to keep talking about tabletop RPGs right now. Like, I think whatever happened, it's sort of fallen out of favor.
And like you said, I like the way you started this, because they're chasing after the meta. They're chasing after the subscription, because what Sony said, you're not going to own your games and you're going to like it, and we're going to go for online subscription games. There's a lot of the people that play D&D, right, that sit around at the table that don't play on the internet. Maybe they don't have high-speed internet, right? They don't have the connection. So they live in a small town and they hang out and they do this for hours, right? Like, adding the internet aspect of it, well, for some people who may live in an area that they don't have people to play with and they can play with randoms at any given time, but then how do you, like you said, how do you have a campaign? How do you have the heart of the game if you're playing online? You're that disconnected. Are you just doing solo quests and teaming up with people like First Descendants? You can do little quests and people in the area that can play the quest with you, but that doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't have the same bond, that doesn't develop the same connections or reasons why you love the game. It almost takes away the magic of the gathering. Yeah.
Oh. The problem is, I in a lot of ways, I think it's a lot. I think there was presumably a percentage of an audience that were there because it was trendy, because everyone was talking about it, so it got more people invested in thinking, I want to play.
Yeah.
And basically, sort of like how you see different things pop up and become very trendy and very, attention grabbing. There are of course going to be people who are going to always want to play regardless. Like, I just went and played yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Surprise, surprise. We got someone jumping in the back. Hey, Ronan, long time no talk.
Hey.
I think you're muted, my friend. How do we do? Oh, I hear you.
Kinda.
All right, now I can hear.
There we go.
We can hear you too.
Sweet. Sorry about that. I thought I had it fixed. Oh, what's up, guys?
Just sort of, we were talking a little bit about D&D and sort of the apparent downfall has been going on with that, but it's kind of been all over the place. We talked about the new Hathaway movie.
Oh, nice.
Did you happen to see that?
Not yet. It's one of those things on my list of things to watch. But
yeah, I haven't got to it yet either.
It's one I don't. It's one that. So I'll just be very brief on it and say that I think in the moment watching it, I wasn't as. I didn't really. It didn't really click for me. But now that I had a little time to sit and stew on it, and with some retrospect, I've come to really enjoy it more.
Now, is it a continuation of the one that came out? I think it was about a year ago now, maybe 2 years ago.
From I think 2022.
Yeah, I think so.
The Hathaway's Flash. It's supposed to be a trilogy, but it kind of got stalled out.
Okay. Not. Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I did watch, like, apparently Gundam has had a lot of announcements over the last, like, 24, 48 hours.
Well, the hobby shows and some of the Gunpla kits and other stuff has just been going on recently, too.
Plus, next year is going to be the 50th anniversary, so it is everything is getting built up and geared up to get all hyped for that.
Is it next year or 2020 or 2029? That it's going to be the 50-year anniversary?
I think it's next year. We're right up on it. It could be wrong.
Because I thought I had seen a post of somebody saying that they're ramping this up for the next 3 years, which I'm absolutely
okay. So
It
I was wrong. It is. You're right. It'll be 2029. However, Gundam has been building it all up. We're basically getting a couple of years of celebration of the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, milk it.
Why not?
I would give that Gundam some milkers and
including, and we didn't talk about this yet.
Okay.
A full remaster of 0079.
Yeah. Yes.
Again, I mean,
that's
I remember
crazy.
What was it? The 40th or 45th anniversary that we had the industrial grandpa.
This been just kind of getting all built up, excited. I'll show off the. Yeah, is this the article I wanted? I mean, Bandai just did announce Gundam Con next year.
Oh yeah, and Gundam also just surpassed like Dragon Ball Z or was it? Oh, whatever other Bandai products they have. I think it was One Piece and something else. But I mean, Gundam just surpassed it all last quarter.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was trying to pull something up, but I was like, fuck it. Here's everything that basically just got announced. Thanks, AI. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero, a prequel film bridging Seed Destiny and Destiny Freedom. I clicked the thing I shouldn't have. The remaster project is the original 0079 is undergoing a full remaster.
Okay. To
release to modernize the viewing experience, which could be, interesting because a full remaster, like, are they going to adjust the pacing? Are we getting a full on retelling of it, or are we just taking and basically cleaning up what already is done?
Yeah, get a 4K remaster. Not because a remake to a remaster is different things.
And that could go in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, heck, could they focus on Char more? Could they do a little more with the Principality? I don't know.
I mean, because there's been so much that's built up over the years about the 1 Year War. So many other miniseries that are touched in that you could kind of drop little hints of. For example, when we get the funeral for Garma, we see. There's been a few projects that have come along since, for example, I believe it was for the PS2 games in the 90s, where we got a bunch of just blink and you miss it cutscenes of just characters from different animes all reacting to the Garma funeral.
Now, did they announce if Tomino was going to be a part of the project, or is he kind of out of it right now, because I'm thinking that he could go harder with the story and just be like way more brutal with it.
I don't think anything's been announced yet. Actually, let me go. Oh shit! Let me just pull up the Gundam website here.
Do it.
As we approach, once I click on this, will it actually give me a full details? No, that is just like, oh, find out more about this. As we approach the 50th anniversary, a remaster project has been launched to allow even more fans to experience the origin of the series Mobile Suit Gundam, planned for release in 2029. Please stay tuned for more details. So far, that's all we know. There was, of course, back in here, I saw. The only thing I saw with Tomino was back in this a major exhibition dedicated to Tomino was planned for the Tokyo National Museum in 2029, and a new Gundam landmark facility is in development in Japan. So yet another Gundam is going to be set up, presumably in Japan, to defend it from Godzilla.
Oh well, didn't they also say which one was it? Was it the unicorn? One of the Gundams is dying. Its wing, right? It has some issues. It's about to be decommissioned.
The unicorn that I forget where it's at. The small little unicorn it's getting replaced by apparently Turn A. And I don't know if this was just a X thing, but I had even seen something about possibly Wing getting a remaster as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Actually, yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, you're right. The unicorn is being replaced, and I heard something about the wing having some support issues that needed to be of the actual big statues that needed to be touched up. I think what it was. Yep. In August.
The life-size Gundam unicorn statue, which has been beloved in Odaiba for around 9 years, will end its exhibition in the end of August. Leading up to the finale, the statue will be displayed with new decal decorations, and various events are also planned. Currently, they've not given a reason for why, but it's speculated he'll be replaced with another shiny new Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, this actually showed up in the second Pacific Rim movie.
Mm. Oh yeah,
and they just like barely get close to it, like they're going to crush it, and then stop.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it's like very close to the end. Still an underrated movie. I mean, it's still not great, but it's still a fairly good movie. Like the Pacific Rim movies are still amazing.
I like the first one. The second one had some cool concepts, but I feel like they were just trying to do going too hard. And like I said, great concepts, but some of the realization of it was a little bit like, do I care? Or is it just, if it wasn't for the big robots, would I even watch it?
Yeah, I mean, it did go to Hollywood, right? Like they used way too much, tried to use way too much star power and tried to throw more money at it than it needed to be. It's almost like I feel like the problem Starship Troopers has, where it's like the first movie looks amazing, but then you get further down the line and too much CGI, too much money being thrown at it, and it just makes it look bad.
Like fix it in post. No,
we do not acknowledge. We do not acknowledge the second movie.
Okay. There was a Pacific Rim. Was it spin-off mecha animation thing on Netflix for a while that I watched the first season from, and then I kind of got bored with it.
Yeah, I think I got through like 4 or 5 episodes and was like, okay, this is. I really love the actors from the first movie, and that like taking them away just kind of took away a lot of the I think feel for me for it.
It's like when you have side stories that rely too heavily on new characters and slow story development, and you're just like, it was the flashbang of the mecha, like you said, the star power, the production value. It wasn't the universe that drew me in, right?
Yeah. Like, there's an anime from this season called Earth Snow or Snowbound Earth or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I think, doing a better job of being a Pacific Rim-esque story than what the Pacific Rim started to become, because I don't know, it's really interesting with how they're starting to develop. And I'm only like 4 episodes in.
Snack said it was decent too. Yeah, Snowball Earth or whatever. I started watching it, and then I don't know if I wasn't feeling it that day, but enough people have said something about it that when I'm in the mood for something different or new, or just kind of, not too tired to give it a chance, I will give it a chance at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I'm like, just watch it dubbed, because I mean, it's not anything deep enough that it's like you need to go full Japanese with it. It's just like, watch the kaiju, watch the mech, and then laugh at the funny moments.
Yeah. It's so hard for me to do subtitles in an action anime, like with all the space battles and wanting to catch all the cool stuff, because sometimes they're saying so much in the battles, right?
Yeah. I mean, if this tells you anything, the mech is basically a giant egg running around in a sumo diaper. So, I mean, that's just how serious it is.
Okay. So it's like, it's a way, I don't know. It's like a home gym away from Dime a Dollar. Okay.
Yeah.
If you know Dime a Dollar, that was a terrible joke.
I do not.
Over my head.
Okay, Dime a Dollar is the campy, slightly about the pilot who has to be. It's kind of like it's more of a tongue-in-cheek kind of silly joke about a lot of the mecha animes, and it does not take itself seriously. And it kind of takes a jab at Darling and the Franxx having a co-pilot that is really, really hot, and maybe takes that to another level, and maybe its left arm is a lot bulkier than its right arm.
Oh my gosh! I'm actually rewatching Darling.
Yeah,
in the Franxx.
Yeah,
and Dime a Dollar is also with the Penguin Empire, and the penguins have front tails. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see that Demon X Machina 2 is on sale?
No,
really.
Yes. If you haven't had a chance to give the first game, or even actually, no, don't check out the second one right now. Or I'm sorry, not the first one right now. The sequel,
Okay.
the newer title, is on sale right now for like $13 on Steam.
Okay. I do not have a Steam account. I don't computer.
Punkwaddle, we gotta get you there.
How do you not have a Steam account in 2026?
I don't game on computers. That's how.
No excuse.
All excuse.
But Punkwaddle, giant mechs.
I like giant mechs.
Giant customizable mechs. Ooh, I am gonna be. Well, I'm still currently trying to finish up Yakuza like a Dragon right now. And I have a few other games I do want to get into, but I might just have to get this.
What about the new Forza game as well, where you get to race a Gundam?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh, did y'all not know about that?
No.
Like, apparently the new Forza game lets you race a Gundam.
Ooh.
There's a trailer of it up.
How do you take turns?
I have no clue. I don't know if it's just a scripted thing or if it's like a full race, but I've seen a trailer going around for like the new Forza game, and it's like you get to run, like the Gundam's running alongside you.
Oh, it's a mandatory campaign event. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, be careful on this. Is this one out yet?
I think it's the new one coming out. It's an Accord.
Okay, so it's a big robot.
Yeah.
Okay. The legs look very IBO.
It looks a little more like a pet labor bot than an actual Gundam.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm liking the pointy shoulders. It reminds me of a little bit of Gundam X.
Ooh.
It's pretty silly, but looks fun.
Yeah, I mean, I almost want to buy it just for this, and I'm not even that big into racing games.
Yeah.
Purging excess water from intake vents.
He's cheating!
Yeah. How come he doesn't have to follow the arrows?
Yeah,
I think it's so he doesn't crush you, but maybe I'm wrong.
Let's see the payoff here.
Bullet train. You're racing a Gundam and a bullet train.
No fair.
Kinetic traversal device deployed. Ready for expulsion.
I mean, that the visuals are pretty cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I've never really been a big racing guy, except maybe for like '90s throwback stuff.
Oh, Cruising USA all the way.
I was just thinking about Cruising USA.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
quarters.
put plenty of quarters into that game.
Oh, also, I just seen right before coming on here, apparently Transformers is going back into theaters. The original animated movie.
Oh.
Yep. September 17th, if I remember right.
Ooh.
What anniversary are they on?
Gotta be close to about 35th, I want to say.
Oh no, it's gonna be for like the 90. Oh, for like the 40th anniversary of the movie.
Okay.
So you're saying Gundam is 10 years older than, almost 10 years older than?
Yes, okay. Because Transformers the movie came out in '86.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that sounds about right.
I almost said 30 years.
Oh, and I did look it up. The G40 Gundam was the industrial take on RX-78-2. It was a neat design. It was an HG. It was P Bandai Limited thing. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. But it was just like an industrial worker sort of concept. I never bought it. It didn't really appeal to me, but it's kind of cool. It was right when I was getting into Gundam. Building Gunpla.
So I was looking over that AI list of all the stuff coming up, and I'm like, should we be concerned that there's live action filming for a Gundam project in Australia?
Well, isn't that the Sydney Sweeney one?
Yes, like just because, like, you know, things don't go well for Australia when Gundam is involved.
Well,
there it is.
Okay.
I just got where you were going with that.
I feel like as far as filming out there, it's probably great scenery. As far as, you know, what side's left of it when they're done dropping colonies on it, I don't know.
I think we can assume that this is going to be a true to life project. So, yeah, I'm all for it.
Look, Australia knows what they did. Tomino knows what Australia did. and they will continue to be punished for it.
Look,
Yeah,
I mean,
kangaroos like drown dogs. So yeah, like fuck Australia.
didn't they start off as like a prison colony? I mean,
Yeah, as I feel a majority of places did. I mean,
yeah, okay, you're not wrong.
technically, I feel America even started off as a prison colony.
No, they were religious zealots.
Yeah, you can send all your unwashed masses because their jails were overpopulated. Basically, it was people running from both religious persecution and a jail sentence.
Yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying. And also, Britain's very tiny. We've expanded.
Yeah.
Listen, if I could have but 5 colonies to drop,
you would be dropping more than the amount of albums that Drake just dropped, apparently, which was only 3.
Well, you need at least 2 colonies for China.
Yep. 2 for there, 1 for California,
Clearly.
1 for France. They know what they did.
Yeah, the fencing Gundam isn't that great.
I mean, technically, if you send 2 to China, you're just returning its parts to sender for faulty.
And then
GPS return to sender.
Right. And then the last one. The last one I am giving straight to the Middle East just to finally solve that once and for all. I don't care where it lands. It's going to land there. It'll probably solve all those problems.
It will
I
solve.
don't know. Iran, Israel, Iraq, it's all the same. And it's probably big enough to take care of them all at the same time. So I see this as a win.
It's a flock of seagulls any way you look at it.
I just want to lower the population of hot guys in the world, so that way the normal guys can get a boost.
I thought it was like there's a certain tier of women that nobody approaches because we're all too afraid of them. Is that still lore? I don't know how this goes.
I don't know anymore. The internet,
social media has skewed my ability to understand reality.
Yep. I don't pay attention anymore. Like I don't know where things have gone in the last year, really, because it's like even the streamer girls these days are catching heat.
Yep.
And it's insane to me because it seemed like it was just like 2 or 3 years ago. It's like you don't say anything bad about these streamer girls, or else you get thousands of people. Now it's like everyone's got a account just showing their hells.
I feel like Barney really blew the lid off the reasonable sort of status quo, and then people are like, oh, you kind of ruined. Once you go out of the cave, you can't go back in, says Plato.
Yeah.
Shame. But I think with that, we might be calling it to a close for tonight. It has been a long week. I need some rest. And I want to thank you guys, of course, for showing up to have some laughs with us as we start into the week. Punkwaddle, what you got coming up, buddy?
I'll be hanging out with Mads. Matt on History Interrupted is what we're calling it now. Tomorrow, it'll be crashing out with Gator on Wednesday, and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. I don't know. I probably won't be eating any oranges. I don't.
No war. Well, I mean, hopefully things will be going better for you than they will for what's her name, Melanie Mack, who's apparently trying out for the Daily Wire now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, good luck with that, considering they just laid off what 15% of their entire staff, or some huge crazy number like that.
Didn't Candace Owens used to work for them?
Yes, and then when she quit from them, she went totally batshit crazy.
Yeah. Although I heard they're trying to see if she can investigate Coffee brand coffee.
Oh man!
Again, the butterfly effect, the who's who and what's, and big enough names of streamer history that people are just like, oh, things have been slow. Not anymore. Everybody has to have their take and talk about their take and eat it too. Yeah.
So Ronan, what's going up for you, buddy?
Oh, well, hopefully if I get a call back from one of these places that I've been putting applications in, I can get back on more of a schedule for, well, everything. But as it is, I just keep an eye on the channel because I just went live a few hours ago, just BSing and playing games, but I'm trying to get back to where I have more of a steady stream schedule talking about everything at this point.
Well, I got you guys tagged out in the description. As for myself, I got a couple of little things coming up this week. Gonna sit down with tomorrow night with Pops and the boys to talk about some Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Nice. Oh, that movie's supposed to be coming up too. That looked pretty good.
And then after that, Thursday, I'm hanging out with Nick Weiser as we talk some Star Trek, and I cannot wait to talk about City on the Edge of Forever with him.
That'd be cool. I haven't talked to him in a long time either. Good.
But with that said, let's get out of here. Thanks as always for coming on out. Thanks for everyone who hopped into the chat. And with that, I bid you all adieu. Let's play that beautiful beam footage.
I know stupid. And this is definitely stupid.